Yo, what it do, y'all? What is it? This is your man, Leven. Hey, I just want to come on real quick, man, and share something with you that the Lord shared with me, right? Just this very morning. The scripture we're going to be coming out of is Galatians chapter 5 and verse 9. And it simply reads, "A little leaven leavens the whole lump." Let's talk about it. I can remember times when I wanted to go out partying, right? I wanted to go to a party that was, word it went around school that so-and-so was giving a party on Friday. And, you wanted to be there because, certain individuals were going to be there. And if they was going to be there, everybody and their mama was going to be at this party. It was going to be live, you dig? So you wanted to be in the house. And then, I go to my grandmother. I've been cool all week, ain't got no trouble, did all my chores. I was home on time. I got that phone call. I did everything I was supposed to do. Grandma, can I go to a party? What party? Party so-and-so. Nah, you can't go to no party. But grandma, everybody, I don't care who gonna be there. I said you can't go. And don't ask me again. Right? Y'all remember them days? And so I wasn't bold enough. I wasn't brave enough to sneak out the window and go to the party, or sneak out the house and go to the party. No, that wasn't getting down like that. Not where I grew up. So a lot of times I missed out on things. I couldn't be there. I couldn't participate. I had to wait till the next week to hear at school what happened, what went down, who said what, who did what, who fought who. You dig? Who was making out with who, all that kind of stuff. You had to wait till the next week to get the 411 because you was not there, right? And we didn't understand it when we was kids. We thought it was hard, harsh, and wrong. And we thought, grandma was mean, or our parents was mean, or, whoever would deny us this few hours of pleasure that we thought it might have been, but it could have been a whole bunch of other stuff. And it really probably was a whole bunch of other stuff. When we get the reports and we find out what the get down was, we found out it was a whole lot that was going on at the party. And if grandma knew to get down of what happened at that party, not only would she be justified in saying, no, I told you not to go to that party, but now she would feel justified not to let you go to no parties. Because in her mind, that type of stuff happens at all the parties. You dig? So a lot of times I had to miss out, right? But then fast forward, when I got to an adult, I'm in the service. I'm married, I'm grown, you know what I'm saying? I got a kid. But yet, I want to go party. Because I think I'm going to miss out on something if I don't, right? And so then when I go to the party, I go to the NCO club, and I go to the party, get there, I really don't know nobody. It ain't like I hooked up with a couple partners beforehand and we all decided, we finna go meet at the NCO club, right? But when I get there, I really don't know nobody, I kind of feel a little off, because I'm not there with my wife. You know what I'm saying? And so it was an experience that I didn't preferably enjoy. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't stay long, maybe an hour, hour and a half, and then I bounced. But later on, the following week, when I get to the unit and find out what actually went down outside in the parking lot at the NCO club while folks were still inside, you were glad that, you wasn't in that situation. I was glad that I had left because I bypassed all that craziness that happened. I missed all of that, right? So I said all that to say that a lot of times in life, we want to do things. We want to be a part of things. We want to go places here and there, you know what I'm saying? And it's really not the best idea. It's not the best thing to participate and go to these places because you never know what's going to happen, what's going to jump off. Now, a lot of people say, oh man, that's no way to live your life. You got to live your life, man. You can't worry about what could, what might, you just got to be in the moment. But I got a question for y'all. And I'm not being funny, and I'm not judging anybody, right? Because I don't do that on this channel. But what about all the people that went to all those parties, all those freak offs, all those, after parties and mansions and, all these places with these celebrities and these stars and these athletes and entertainers? What about all these people that went to their parties, went to all those different parties? Do you really think right about now they feel like that was a good decision? That was the best decision? You dig? Because a lot of things started to come out now. A lot of people starting to get exposed. A lot of people kind of nervous. You dig? And this is my deal. What do you have to be nervous about if you didn't do nothing wrong? So what, you went to a party. So what, you was at a party, you might have been having a good time. But if you didn't do anything morally wrong or lawfully wrong, then what would you have to worry about? Your reputation? What people going to say when they find out that you was there? When the pictures come out and the video come out that you was on scene? See, the way to avoid all of that is just don't participate. See, that's how sin is, right? Sin will try to creep in and then set up shop. And we'll think, man, it's no big deal, right? Or we'll say, well, it's just a little of this, or a little of that. Man, that right there ain't gonna hurt nothing. Man, that right there ain't gonna bother nobody. It ain't gonna do nothing. And what you don't realize is, because you're not having an adverse reaction to sin, you ignore it. You'll bypass it. You'll get distracted away from it. And you won't focus on it. You won't make a pinpoint view to that thing. So you can stop it. So you can address the issue. So you can clean out whatever needs to be cleaned out and go on, so it doesn't ruin the rest of your life. It doesn't ruin what you got planned. It doesn't ruin your future. It doesn't take effect on not just you, but other generations. You dig? And this is why it's so important to get rid of the sin. When you first recognize it, when you first notice it, get rid of it. Because what'll happen? You not knowing and not realizing that there's sin in your life and in my life, it'll slowly start to attach itself to other things. Then before you know it, it's then took over. It's then came in and set up shop and took over. You did? So we have to be careful not to let sin take root, but we have to get rid of it and clean it out immediately. Because if we let it sit and fester, it'll ruin everything. You don't believe me? I'll give you an example. You step in some feces. You don't realize it. And you come in the house. You walk in the house, you go to the kitchen, and then on the way back going to the kitchen, you see these spots. You're like, what the heck is this going on, right? And so then, you go to try to clean it up. You clean it up. When you see the spots, you go on, you clean it up. And you go to the next spot, you clean it up. You go to the next spot, you clean it up, right? And you're like, what the heck? And then so you finally finish cleaning all those spots up, and then you turn back around and look, and there's a whole bunch of other spots, and you finally realize, wait, something is going on. Time out. And you look at the bottom of your shoe, and you say, that's where it came from. No wonder I was smelling something. I couldn't figure out what I was smelling. But it got stronger, got stronger, got stronger. And then the whole house was stinking. And I couldn't figure it out. But it's that one little piece of feces that I stepped in. I didn't realize I stepped in, that I tracked it all throughout the house. That one little piece of, you know what I'm saying? Now it's got the whole house smelling. You know what I'm saying? So sin is like that. Sin is the same way. Sin will try to attach itself to us. And if we don't get rid of it, if we don't clean it out, if we don't destroy it immediately, it will leaven everything. That sin will get into everything. And that sin will cause everything to become sinful. Like leaven rises, right? Sin in our life becomes puffed up, causes everything to be swelled up and swollen. Sin. So we got to get rid of the sin. You get rid of the sin, you start to see things start to shrink. You get rid of the sin in your life, you start to see problems start to shrink. You get rid of the sin in your life, you see issues and negative attachments start to shrink. Why? Because a little leaven will leaven the whole thing. A little sin will eventually make the whole thing sinful and full of death and destruction. So it's very important that we not let a little leaven our whole lump. If we know somebody is not in our corner and not down for us, every time we have an idea, they want to downplay it as dumb or it ain't gonna work. Every time we come up with a suggestion or something, they always have a reason of why, it's not gonna come to fruition. It's not gonna come to light. It's not going to develop and mature and grow, and because something very important and necessary. Have you ever noticed why people are like that? Because there's sin in their life and they don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to have success, or they'll want to point out the beam that's in your eye and they don't see the whole mote that's in their eye. You dig? But see, when we let something really small grow and we don't check it, it will overtake everything. Someone that comes in and kills your dreams, if you don't check them and get them out of your life and stop sharing what God has given you, stop, running things by them or stop trying to get their advice. If you don't leave them people alone, because they're leaven, they don't mean you no good. They're not trying to see your dreams grow and become big and bright and beautiful. They're trying to kill it, right? So even people and individuals and conversations, words that are said, places that we go, there's a lot of things that can be leaven. And that leaven will ruin everything that we're trying to do. What's the leaven in your life? You know what I'm saying? Just say no. You know what I'm saying? Like Nancy Reagan said so many years ago, just say no. You dig? Sometimes you got to tell people that. You got to tell, your friends, your partners, your relatives, your homies, those that you know from around the way, people that you just met that are acquaintances and through this person and that person. You have to be able to say, nope, can't do it. I'm good. I'm out. Just so the things that are going on now does not happen to you or me, right? When we say, no, I'm not going there. No, I'm not finna participate in that. Or if we do happen to leave and then we say, I think I'm going to be out, y'all. Man, you just got here. You ain't been here but a minute. Come on, man. Nah, I'm good. Got something to do tomorrow. Got an early morning. I'm gone. I'm out. Because that is the best policy. We see it playing out in the public eye right now. There's a whole lot of people that's sweating. It's a whole lot of people that is wishing that they would not have went to that function or that engagement or that party. There's a lot of people that wish they wouldn't have been talked into doing some things that they really didn't want to do in the first place. It's a whole lot of people that's going to regret even being in association, because if you hang around it and you be about it, you're going to eventually wind up smelling like it. You dig? You can't go to these functions and these engagements and these events and participate and kick it and hang out like this is what you do when it ain't what you do. And you shouldn't be doing it. So you don't have to worry about future situations and issues that may come down the line. You dig? So I just want to encourage you, just want to come on real quick and encourage you on today, right? And all that we do, we have different things that we enjoy. We have different things we love. We like hanging out with certain people and going certain places. And again, if you're not breaking no laws and you're not doing anything morally wrong, then you would have nothing to worry about. But I would just caution you, be careful where you go. Be aware of your surroundings and never stay in one place for too long. You dig? You've been Leven. Be blessed. Hope you guys are blessed by this words of wisdom on today. You dig? I hope that you apply it to your life where it needs to be applied. And again, I'm not saying don't enjoy life. And I'm not saying don't hang around certain individuals and don't go to certain places. But what I am saying is be careful where you go. Enjoy life. But there's some places and there's some people that we don't need to go around and we don't need to be around. You dig? Your man Leven. I'm out. Be blessed. Don't forget Lamella E. Love, uplift, motivate, inspire, learn, laugh, encourage, and enlighten. That is this channel's purpose, and that is what I strive to do through the leading of the Holy Spirit. You dig? I love y'all. Be blessed. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you're always notified whenever I upload content. Leave a comment down below and hit that bell notification. You dig? Up in the corner. I'm out, y'all. Have a great week.